Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up live, especially if you're here. Use the chat box, say hello. And if you know a VIPKid teacher or somebody who would be interested in what I'm going to be talking about today on the show, grab the link on YouTube. You can share it in a Facebook group. You can share it in Messenger with your friends. I'll wait a few minutes and let some more folks jump into the live and ask questions, share thoughts, and let's chat about VIPTeacher, which came across my radar last week, like many of you, if you are in the VIPKid community, I guess, or you were a VIPKid teacher. And as someone who really started this YouTube channel about 4 years ago as a VIPKid teacher, VIPKid is very near and dear to my heart. And, I'll always be a fan of Dino and what they were able to do for thousands of teachers around the world to be able to work at home and teach, those kiddos in China. And with everything that happened last year, so much has happened in the year since then, with different opportunities and teachers creating their own businesses and stepping out of their comfort zone to think about what online teaching can look like outside of the box of what VIPKid was able to offer us. So I bring this information about VIPTeacher as not someone that's affiliated with them or paid to talk about it in any sort of way, but just a resource for you to talk about and a space to ask questions and maybe learn what's going on with their new product. And when things happened with VIPKid and the transition into the VIPKid global platform, things got confusing, lots of different messages out there and questions. And, as someone that doesn't actually teach on the global platform, I also struggled to kind of figure out how things were going and relied on Facebook groups and listening to teachers and things like that. So anyhow, I see more folks are jumping in. We've got almost 30 watching on Facebook and YouTube. If you would do a really big favor, this is free. You can, there's nothing that you have to buy here. You can hit the like button and subscribe if you're not, and share the video with your friends. It would be greatly appreciated. I just want to share a few things that are coming up in my world or the online teaching world that I wanted to encourage you to be a part of. The first one is, if you're not a member of the Facebook group that I admin, Going Solo Independent Online Teaching, I encourage you to do so. You can just search for that in your Facebook search bar. And please join. It's where I like to update on things to do with independent online teaching, which is really what I'm focused on these days, and supporting teachers through my Going Solo launch course, which, by the way, many of you have asked. It is running again. I'm not going to give you the dates yet, but I will give you a little sneak peek that if you join the waitlist, if you have not gone through this course with me and you are sort of on the fence or thinking about it, do yourself a favor and join the waitlist at onlineteacherdude.com/launch, because I will be offering an early bird special for the course, which is coming live really, really soon. So head on over there. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you is I believe, the pinnacle event of the year for independent teachers. And I'm partnering with Crystal Weber from Crystal Clear ESL. We are teasing this right now. The date is December the 2nd. So all I want you to do right now, there's no link to click. It's not going to cost you any money anyway when it does come out. But put a little X on that date. Mark that date. I believe it's going to be an incredible opportunity for independent online teachers. So would love to just have you join that. I won't give you much more information because this is a teaser, right? So I'm just getting you excited about that date. All right, so let's jump in and say hi to folks who are joining. See lots of friends all over. Kinga's here. Howdy, Kinga. Guillermo, hello. Clotilda, I'm probably butchering, from Guadalupe. That's so cool. Hey, Mary, thank you for your support. Yeah, good vibes for sure. And Kristen, hey, from Kristen's classroom. We've got Quilted Kitten Fosters. I was completely confused by the event. Sounded a lot of vague hype, but little explanation. Okay, we'll get into that. Rachel, hello. Cindy, hello. Dana, hello. Melissa, Richard, Josworth. VIPKid gave, this is cool. Yeah, VIPKid gave me the experience I needed to learn and build confidence as a teacher. But now, thankfully, resources like yourself, I appreciate that. Thankful to be successful on my own. Cindy, yes, see you on December the 2nd. Hey, if you've got a guess as to what this is, go ahead and put it in the chat. I live in Bangkok, Thailand. No, unfortunately, I'm not inviting you all to Thailand. I wish I could. That would be really fun to go to a tropical island here and have an event. But it's going to be something great anyway, and I hope that you are all a part of it. VIPKid related or not, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, VIPKid announced the VIPTeacher. So I did not attend the event live, but I was able to catch the replay, and there is a replay that's about an hour long on the VIPKid education group. And I watched it from start to finish today and took down some notes, and yeah, I wanted to create a space this morning to talk about it and answer any questions that you might have. Not that I'm necessarily going to have the answers, but I like to be a resource for you to share what's going on. And I think this is a really big thing. And to be honest with you, I don't blame VIPKid for creating this. I think you know they're in tune with what is going on, and some of the buzzwords that they used in the event really align with what I believe teachers are capable of. And they're seeing that teachers are already creators in themselves, and creating and developing their own curriculums, their own platforms, their own products, their own everything, their own teaching businesses, branding themselves on social media, reaching out to former students and building a client base of students that they enjoy teaching and get to be in control of the price of the classes that they charge, what they're teaching, how often they're teaching, and all those kinds of things. The companies gave us an incredible base to work off of, and so many of us are able to then create our own thing. But so thoughts on VIPTeacher. VIPTeacher. I've got to catch myself not saying VIPKid teacher. The event was, I believe it was in Dallas, Texas, and they had kind of a live component and an in-person component. So they had like a Zoom call, I believe, with lots of online teachers, and then they streamed it possibly in their Facebook group, but I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I got to see the event. Some of the speakers, Cindy Mee was there, the CEO of VIPKid, and a lot of the US staff were there as well, talking about this new product. And that's exactly what it is. It's a new product. It is not a replacement of VIPKid, but rather another arm of VIPKid. And VIPKid is going to be a partner to them. So VIPTeacher, if we just bring up the site here, I'll make myself a little bit more embedded in there. So if you go to VIPTeacher.com, you'll see their main site here. So we'll just click on here, and it talks about teachers creating, and they recognize that teachers are creators, and they want to co-create with teachers and build this. So I'm going to lay out some of my cautionary thoughts on this, but business, branding, teaching, things that I talk about on this channel a lot and believe that teachers are capable of doing. If you go to how it works up here at the top right, it's saying a lot of buzzwords without giving a lot of concrete answers to questions. It talks about getting more classes, being a sort of one-stop solution for building a brand, for getting discovered by partners and like schools and platforms and things like that. And also, learning from experts and learning from each other. Now, if you want to stay up to date, they encourage you to click on join. It's free, and you'll be able to, get notified of when things are released. But essentially, it is going to be a platform where teachers can, create a page, like a website, create a profile, and you'll be able to have access to their partners. And essentially, so VIPKid is going to be a partner. VIPKid Global is going to be a partner. Book Nook, those type of things. Tiger School, you might have heard of. I think they're out of Singapore, are already partners with VIPKid. And if you are a VIPKid teacher, you're able to teach, on those platforms by, getting certified in those different schools and things like that. But I believe what it looks like they're doing is bringing all of that together under one brand, VIPTeacher, where teachers are the sort of focal point of it, and teachers can create a brand within their platform market their classes and attract students from the partners. So from school districts, from companies, from anyone that's looking for teachers. And I really liked what they said in the live about what they believe, teachers innately are able to do. And they're just basically providing an arm of support to help teachers to do that. It's important to know that, you still are working within the VIP brand when you are creating your profile on there and getting connected with partners and things like that. So a lot of unanswered questions as to how much they're going to take in terms of your income. I'll bring up a little post that I saw on Facebook that'll answer a few questions, and we'll talk about that. You'll be able to list your own curriculum, sell your own curriculum, create your own curriculum, sell resources to people that are looking for teachers. You'll be able to teach classes with their partners. But where is it, right now? And I really believe that it's important to look at this in terms of what it is right now. While it is very exciting to see them kind of venture into this area, really an area that many of us have been already involved in for a long time, they are seeing that this is already happening. Let's capitalize on that, and let's create a platform for teachers to be able to do this. And, I've had people say, well, it looks really just like another OutSchool or another AllSchool. And in many ways, you're right. It really is. You're creating a profile, a brand within their brand to be able to teach your classes. And for some of you, that might be exactly what you want. You just want to hop on and teach your classes and have someone sort of take care of everything else. I think that marketplaces, perhaps that's what this is going to sort of be, are a good place to sort of get your feet wet into building your own business. But I'm a big proponent that you can do this on your own, that you don't need another platform to do this for you. I think that another platform can give you a lot of support, and it can give you the encouragement and the boost of confidence, and help you to develop some of those skills. But I believe that we're all capable of doing this on our own. So I think it's just a great venture for VIPKid. I'm not surprised that they're doing this. I hope that it really goes well. I just tread with caution when new things come up, because it can create a lot of hype. And that's what they want. They want the hype. They want people to make videos about it. They want people to talk about it. They want people to ask questions about it, because that's generating, more interest in their brand, which is what they're hoping to launch. So, while it is not live at the moment to actually do anything with, they're doing it in a very smart way to be able to get lots of teachers interested and on board with it. So, yeah, a question coming in: how do you think it's any different than OutSchool? Well, it's at the moment, I don't see a lot of differences. I'll bring up what I saw posted in the VIPKid Education Facebook group by Jesse Salas. He's a key person in there that keeps on top of things. And he explains some things here, that it's a separate entity from VIPKid, that they will continue to be a premium partner of VIPTeacher. So there's going to be lots of brands, companies, school districts, and learning organizations that are going to be arms of VIPTeacher, partners where you can teach students in all under one roof. It says you're not going to notice many changes right away, but we'll be notified as new products are released. All teachers will be eventually migrated to VIPTeachers. Teachers on the wait list for feature updates will have early access to get information, to try and give feedback on features. VIPKid as a partner will continue to solely use VIPTeacher teachers as tutors for their classes. So that's interesting to note. But you'll gain access to other facets of the program. If we scroll down a little bit, it says the company at the very bottom there, the company won't own the teacher's personal curriculum, won't steal their students, and won't charge a fee for being a member for current VIPKid contracted teachers. So, that part to me sounds a little bit unrealistic, if I'm being honest, because they need to generate income. So unless they're sort of launching this with that promotion, attached to it, possibly. But going down the road, if this thing takes off, they most certainly are going to be benefiting from the classes that you teach on that marketplace. I mean, how could they not, right? They are in the business of revenue as well, so they're going to be, somehow capitalizing on that. But it says apparently that, and maybe in the beginning they're not going to, but I have lots of questions around what that's going to look like going down the road. Let's see if anyone else. Morning, Kristen again. I wonder if they will be if they are bleeding teachers. Now we have automatic contract renewal on VIPKid and this. Do you have ideas about their motivation? Well, I think that right now they're motivated by just getting all the VIPKid teachers onto VIPTeacher so that, they can actually launch this. I mean, it's not going to be a product to launch if they don't have what is the core of what they're doing, which is focusing on the teacher and how to support the teacher's brand to get more classes, which is a great thing. But again, I tread with caution with all of these things because it's brand new, right? They're in the launch phase of generating excitement around it and wanting to build that community first. I mean, we saw this with the VIPKid Global platform as well, and I've heard mixed reviews about how classes are going on there. So, again, it's something to definitely keep an eye on. And if you're a VIPKid teacher, join the wait list. It does say that membership is free for VIPKid teachers. So what does that mean for non-VIPKid teachers? I don't know. But as I talk about independent teaching all the time on this channel, I think this is really interesting, what they're doing. And I'm keen to watch what happens with it in the future. Personally, I believe in my own capabilities as an independent teacher, and I believe that other teachers can build what they want to, the business of their dreams on their own. I don't believe that you need to have a platform to do that. And I think that, certain teachers are going to be attracted to something like this. And then there's going to be a lot of us that realize that, we don't need to have the middleman anymore and can do these kinds of things on our own. Does it take more work? Absolutely. Does it take blood, sweat, and tears? Absolutely. Is it easy? Not at all. Building a business is never easy, but it's possible and it's worth it. Quilted Kitten Fosters. I'm a small business owner, quilt shop and cat rescue. Cool. I don't have an education degree. Don't know how to write curriculum. VIPKid was a side hustle. I want simple steps into a class and to teach. Yeah. So it sounds like they're going to be offering curriculum as well. The ability for you to create your own, maybe purchase other curriculums that are out there. It sounds like there's going to be kind of a marketplace type of situation there for folks like you that might want to check that out. Kristen, do they have an official? Do you mean an official invite? So this was the live that I was talking about. And Cindy Me talked about, the last year and what she's been doing. And I think that right now she and many others are really focused on building their partner base. So there's a place on the website to learn how it works for teachers with a lot of writing about not so much. And then there's a place for partners to connect with them. So I think that's the phase that they're in right now. But they really talked about teachers being creators and how, in the early days of VIPKid, teachers helped co-create the platform. But I can't help but think, where were the teachers when the platform crashed? What happened to them? Do you want to co-create something that you're not really ultimately going to benefit from long term? You have to understand that you're building somebody else's business. They talked about teachers who are already creating their personal brand, and I see many of you in the chat this morning who are creating their own brand online and offering your services, whether it's coaching or teaching or whatever it is. There's so much possibility there. They talked about a place to showcase your talents, to get discovered. And I know that that's one of the biggest questions. And they said the biggest question that they've had over the last almost 10 years of VIPKid being in existence is, how do I get more classes, right? How can I get seen more? I'm here to tell you that you can get seen. The internet is available to everybody. And if you know the right path to go down, you can get seen. You don't need somebody else to help you get seen. But I can understand the appeal to many who want to go down this road. So, like I said, they're connecting with partners. It's going to be like a membership platform. They talked about, providing resources, providing tools, building partnerships, and sort of flipping the switch around the teacher. So it's going to be the teacher is sort of the center of their model, I guess, so to speak, and that the brands and the partners will be sort of surrounding those teachers and being available to book teachers for whatever class needs that they have. I think this is a long way from being a polished product, but it looks really interesting. They talked about paid positions as well. I didn't really understand too much about that. Again, it was a hype event. It was to get excited, to bring teachers together again. There were lots of familiar faces at the event, teachers that I've heard of before. Also, US-based staff that I've heard about before. And of course, Cindy Mee was there as well to address everyone and to answer some questions. So if you want to check out the replay of that, I watched it so that you didn't, to tell you that this is what it is. There's not a whole lot of answers to questions, but I believe that those are coming down the pipeline. And if you join, you'll definitely stay tuned, and I'll keep updated with what's going on with them as well. No, they don't have an official launch date. I think they're just trying to get teachers on board, get on the email list there for them so that they can get updates, get partners on board, and then they'll probably start to slowly launch. So I really think that this is like a 6-month thing out before we see any kind of traction with classes or bookings on their platform. It's a marketplace, I would say. Yeah, I would look at it as a marketplace, and I would look at, VIPKid is going to be a partner to VIPTeacher. So it's no longer VIPKid. VIPTeacher is going to be the sort of hub, and VIPKid Global is going to be a platform. They had a graphic that was up there where that sort of was, the teacher was in the middle, and then there were different arms of partners. And VIPKid Global, Book Nook, Tiger School, things like that, they're going to be partners, and they're looking for more partners to grow what it is that they're creating. Good stuff. Yep. Thanks, Ben. Hey, long time no see. It is Ben Norad. Long time since I've chatted with you, my friend. Hope things are going well. What are you up to these days? Student no-show. So you must be teaching online still. That's cool. Let's see. Kristen says, if I'm being honest, this sounds similar to when managers reach out to YouTubers for representation. I'm not clear what the future of this will entail, but the vague info we have gives me this feeling. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely looking for exposure right now, and and I'll look. I'm a straight shooter. I am not being asked to do this. I am have always kind of seen my channel as a resource for online teachers, and VIPKid teachers are my jam. You guys are my my first crew that really helped me to grow this channel. When I was making, lots of videos to help teachers get hired with VIPKid and things like that. And it's morphed and evolved into so much more. But, that's kind of why I wanted to jump on here. Oh, my goodness. Lisa Markle Sparkles. Nothing has changed with China, right? They still can't have students there. Correct. Yeah. Hey, good to see you, Lisa. I think the last time I talked to you was when I did the summit with Danny and Lainey way back when. I haven't been super active on Instagram, but good to see you. Hope things are going well for you. I didn't see that. Facebook user. Yeah, you can actually authorize Facebook to say your name if you want to. I think one question they didn't address is having enough students. I mean, that's always the issue, right? Like with global, with the regular platform, it was always an issue. And you know why it's always an issue? Because you're always going to be competing against other teachers when you're on a marketplace. yes, you can certainly, stand out from the crowd. You can be really good at branding. You can niche down and, kind of really attract, sorry, something in my nose. You can really attract the right type of students by, figuring out what classes work. But at the end of the day, you are still competing with other teachers. And there's going to be, I'm not saying that when you are going independent, you're not competing with other teachers. You most certainly still are. Competition is, hand in hand with business, and there's always going to be competition out there. But, being able to do this without the without the middleman, so to speak, is what I always am a proponent on. Sorry, I was creeping. I'm glad you said hi. I'm so glad to see you. Yes, it's been so long. So, that is a little bit about that. And on their how it works page, they, as I said, they talk about teaching on your own terms, developing a personal brand, learning from experts, and that's kind of really all they've got at the moment. And they talked about colors and fonts and things like that for the website, which is just, to me, a lot of fluff about nothing. You can go and make your own website for next to nothing, and you can do all of that. I love talking about websites and branding and doing things on your own. So, like I said, don't feel like you're not able to do this on your own. But if this is something that kind of piques your interest, I'm certainly not here to put it down or to say that it's not going to be a success. I have no idea, but I think that it looks interesting. I think it's interesting that they're doing this. I'm not totally surprised, slightly surprised, but I'm also, they see what's happening already out there. They see that teachers are, on TikTok, building their own business. Teachers are on YouTube building their own business. Teachers are attracting students. Teachers are finding their own students. Teachers are marketing. Teachers are creating courses, products, lessons, businesses. And, VIP, let's just call it VIP. I don't really know what the head company would be called now, because VIPKid is sort of a partner now to VIPTeacher. But they see that this is an opportunity, right? They're a business to bring everybody who's doing this onto their own platform. And why not? They've got the name, they've got the brand, they've got the clout. I mean, they're in a great position to find excellent partners with access to lots of students. It does make me wonder about the success of the global platform. To be honest with you, I see that maybe, their projections maybe are not being met with the global platform. And I'm just speculating. Potentially, this is a way to fix things, so that they're not just relying on VIPKid Global, which is possibly, sort of slow to get started, or, to kind of really take off. But anyhow, to the teacher who mentioned that she wants an easy route, have faith in doing it yourself. You can teach with a company while slowly building your own brand and transition. Wix, Facebook ads. Yeah, I want to say about that. I always use the analogy of two buckets. You've got your stable income bucket, and maybe VIPTeacher could be a stable income. Maybe it's the global platform. Maybe it's Cambly. Maybe it's OutSchool. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Maybe it's your substitute teaching that you're doing. Whatever it is, whatever pays the bills is not something that we want you to put a lid on and get rid of when you are becoming an entrepreneur. But you can always be building that second bucket on the side. Look at, let's use, Lisa as an example, a TPT creator. If I know your story, Lisa, you were a primary school teacher, or like with the littles, and you were building your TPT store on the side, and then, got to a point where you were able to match your income, and then quit the classroom. So you're a former brick and mortar teacher who's now, generating as much, I'm sure, more than you were in the classroom. So it's possible, but always be thinking of building what you want to on the side. Teachers pay teachers. TPT. Sorry for that. Assuming most people know that acronym. TPT is Teachers Pay Teachers. So there it is. VIPTeacher. You can go to VIPTeacher. What is it? VIPTeacher.com, and you can click join. And they say it. You can. Anybody who's watching this can join. But they do ask you about your contract status with VIPKid. And I think those that are contracted with VIPKid will be able to get into the membership for free. And maybe they're just generating a list of interested people outside of that. So there you go. Let's see if there's any more questions or anything that I missed here. Mary says their focus on the teacher is hard to believe when some of us are still hanging around on VIPKid for $7 a class. Absolutely. Valid point. And I think that a lot of teachers, have a bit of a sour taste in their mouth with something like that. I mean, VIPKid supposedly was always about the teacher, right? It's always about the teacher. But what happened to the teacher when everything went south, or what happened to the teacher who was a great teacher but couldn't get any bookings? What happened to the teacher when they reduced the teacher's pay? What happened to the teacher when they rolled everybody into global and lowered everybody's salary? Gosh, if I joined VIPKid Global, I was going to take about a $10 an hour pay cut. Yeah, I was making $24 an hour with VIPKid, and to go down to $14 an hour is just an insult. So what's the expression? I'll just say tread carefully, walk with your eyes open, keep an open mind, but realize that you are able to do these things on your own. And there's so many of us that are here to support that. And yeah, Marcel, one of my friends, is fully booked. Very cool. Does everyone like my new mug? I just bought this the other day. I'm now into collecting kind of interesting looking coffee mugs to have coffee out of, because I'm a big fan of coffee, as you know, and really like these kind of homemade pottery mugs. Oh, I see. At least it's something but you write about cutting out the middleman. Maybe it's good for someone who is starting out. Yeah, and look, do I still recommend Cambly at $10.20 an hour? Yeah, because some people need that. I mean, some people are still at the point of not knowing where to start, and they just want to get their foot in the door. They've never taught a child, through a webcam. And so some of these marketplaces and platforms provide that sense of comfort, just getting started. Let's see. Hello, Helen. Thank you. Oh, that's someone saying hello, Lisa. Lisa is famous. If you guys don't know Lisa Markle Sparkles, follow her on Instagram. Don't build your business on rented land. Yeah, or don't build your house on someone else's property. I mean, you really need to be thinking about that. I built up TPT, but even they have ups and downs. Exactly. Eventually, you have to build a name for yourself and do your own thing. I love that. And looking at their site here, let me just bring this up again. I thought this was kind of interesting. So, when it talks about, sorry, I've got so many tabs here open. Here we go. So is it here? Get discovered. So develop a personal brand that transcends schools and platforms. Well, I can't help but think, if you're going to do all of this, why not do this for yourself? I mean, yes, this is a pretty little website. You can build this on any website building platform for, either free or less than $10 a month. And I don't know. I just, it talks about your digital business card, which is what I teach my students in Launch to build for their own, not to post on VIPTeacher, but for their own, showcasing X, Y, and Z, customize the look, feel, and even the domain of your profile. Guys, at the end of the day, it belongs to VIPTeacher. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It still belongs to VIPTeacher. Cool. Congratulations. First student after 2 weeks of effort on Facebook ads and Google ads showcasing our websites. It can be done. Well, you are a testament to success. Thank you for sharing that, slogging away and putting one step in front of the other. Cool. Cambly is a safety net, started prior to the pandemic. Cool. And yeah, hey, Melissa again. Okay, so I will hang out for a couple minutes. If there are not any more questions, I'll let you go. But I found the if you want to sit down for an hour, I found the replay on the VIPKid Education Facebook group. So you can head there. And one more time, I will remind you, December 2nd, I believe, is going to be the pinnacle event of the year for independent teachers, whether you're teaching Chinese students or wanting to build your independent teaching business. I'm so excited to partner with Crystal Weber of Crystal Clear ESL on this. And yeah, there you go. Join my Facebook group for updates on that, Going Solo, Independent Online Teaching. And as I said in the beginning, if you weren't here for the first couple of minutes, Launch Going Solo is going live again. It is a 2-week incubator course for teachers to start doing their own thing, building their own independent teaching business with Chinese students. And if you are on that waitlist at onlineteacherdude.com/launch, you will get a early bird price on the course before it goes live. So head on over there and join the waitlist. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for being here. I will see you next Monday for another live. In fact, I've been doing a lot of live interviews lately, and I have kind of let my weekly videos slack over the last couple of months, not because there isn't content to create, but I've just been focusing on other things in life. And so, you know, if you're feeling inconsistent with things, or you're feeling like you just can't do it all, juggling mom life, dad life, family life, work life, school life, know that it's okay to take a break, and it's okay to let things slide that are, that can wait for later. And I believe that it's, a good, healthy thing to do in our lives. So there we go. Thanks again for being here, and I will close off this live. And if you watch the replay and you've got questions, comments, you know more than me about the VIPTeacher launch, then please comment below, and I will get back to you. Thanks for being here, everyone. Peace.